That hero. It's been a while since we've seen the Void come. He is persistent, right? With those remnants, he can keep getting on top of you. You can't exactly run away with the illusory orb itself. I hear first blood going down, and it's XXS who finds Rue, but Yatoro gets a kill onto Jinkyu in turn, so actually not all that bad. Right as I say that, though, up top, Ame with the dive onto Miposhka. He's out the last hitting a bit. Up top, Paulson is very low. In fact, Paulson's dead. Miposhka is able to find that kill on the silencer. Along with the remnant, should be Lal who gets this power rune. Oh, okay. Well, Jinkyu also arrives in the mid lane to try and secure that power rune, and it's gonna end up netting them a kill onto Miposhka, but Jinkyu will give up his life for it. XM has a regen though, so he's gonna be Chronosphere at the ready here from Yatoro. Level 7 now. I hear a Solar Guardian, and it's towards the mid lane. They want to try and make an attempt for Lal with the Dream Coil, but Lal surviving with a Sleight of Fist. Does have remnants to get back if he needs to, and will drop it as they get the kill out onto the Dawnbreaker. Good awareness coming in here from Team Spirit, bringing over all their heroes to keep Lal alive. Going for the Blade Mail. And Paulson has to be careful. Collapse has actually got a full diffusal up. Interesting, he rushed that item, and that just might net him a kill. Slowed down by the shield crash with the inhibit. Collapse will find the kill on the Batrider. And Ryu is just going to continue stacking up that strong camp. That drops the Bramble Maze, and well, he's probably going to be losing his life here. XM has the coil if need be, along with the Witchblade. Lal, though, gets an Arcane Rune and comes back in towards the mid lane. There's the Global Science cancelling out the Solar Guardian. The Dream Coil was dropped. Rue was found, but Spirit might be getting some revenge kills here. Yatoro, he has got the Chronosphere, and he is going to use it. Commits it onto the puck dropping so low. And they will be able to find the kill. Yatoro on a killing spree. They did get Lal earlier on the side of XG, but with Collapse coming in on the Pangolier and Void coming and Yatoro coming in on the Faceless Void, it makes all the difference. And Spirit get away with, see him climb up to that top spot, but Yatoro second place already, and mid lane, well, his rankings are just going to be further solidified with the kill on the Batrider. Zame continues to try, and 14 minutes in. But up top, Collapse ends up getting found by XXS. Well, so they're going to smoke up down bottom. They're going to set their eyes on to Jinkyu, who was loitering around in the river, perhaps looking to place a potential Observer Ward in the Radiant jungle, but now Ame might be in some trouble. He does not have borrowed time for another 30 seconds. Team Spirit, they're going to find him a second time. Ame still doesn't have it. Should be able to get it though in the next minute, but in the mid lane, Jinkyu going to be the sacrificial lamb in the meantime, or rather the sacrificial walrus. As, okay, Paulson goes in, gets the last off onto Rue. They're going to get a little something in turn, a 1-for-1 exchange, and caught by the puck here with the Waning Rift, but actually don't really like their odds in trying to find. Oh no, Paulson, he actually blinked into a Bramble. That is so unfortunate. And Collapse, he's got the Aghanim shot, so he's going to be able to get the Rolling Thunder off despite the Dream Coil, as XM was trying to help out his buddy, but now save your buddy Syndrome. It's going to come back the other way. The pendulum swings in the other extreme. And there's the Global Science cancelling out the Solar Guardian coming in from XXS. This time around, Miposhka super quick on the trigger. XM has to be very careful here. He's all by himself. He's thinking that maybe he can push this wave and get out of here, but there's the time Dilation connecting onto the puck, and the Chronosphere is going to be dropped as well. They find the kill. XM is getting caught out here in the top lane. Unaware of Team Spirit's positioning. Ends up biting the dust in mid lane. Jinkyu might suffer a similar fate. He thinks that the rest of Spirit are up top. Snowball's already committed now, so there's no saving grace remaining for this task. The Solar Guardian's going to come through. Going to keep Jinkyu alive for the time being, but the Curse Crown ends up activating on both of them, and now the XXS Dawnbreaker could be in some trouble, but there's the lasso out onto Lal. Can they actually find him? No, the Terrorize is there. XXS, well, That's the BKB, so we'll just run back, but Collapse goes in again with the Blink Dagger, looking towards good old Paulson, taken down once again, and it's... And Collapse is going to be looking for the Octarine core next. XM's down bottom here with the Dream Call, but Lance arrived as well. And well, there it is. They're so quick to counter-initiate. The Global Science comes in, cancelling out the Solar Guardian yet again, and they're going to lose Paulson for this attempt down bottom. Spirit just reading the enemy team like a book. And Collapse still has the Rolling Thunder. XM gonna go in a second time, holding on to the Dream Coil. Didn't really use it in the previous. But Yatoro up top actually drops the Chronosphere onto XXS. XXS is dead. And Boschka ends up finding the kill on the Silencer. And Yatoro, man, fusion farming away in the enemy triangle. The mid-tier 1 somehow still standing at 31 minutes into the game, as they will find Collapse on the bangle here. The Global Science comes in, but Collapse just might be dead, or is he? Actually gets the roll-up off a log with the Rolling Thunder, and now Lol in on the end, but there's the Chronosphere out onto 3 by Yatoro. They're going to pop the borrow time onto Army. XXS tries to pop the BKB and run away, but there's no running away from Yatoro on the Faceless Void. As Arme, he tried to TP out, but there's Rue with the cancel. The Yule Scepter comes in clutch, and XG lands to the slaughter in the mid lane. Looking for the Butterfly next, but there's the Chronosphere coming in from Yatoro. It's on to the Dawnbreaker, and they should be able to get the kill. XXS popping the BKB, trying to run away, but Collapse gets the kill with the shield crash, and Yatoro, well, they're just cleaning up shop inside the XG base. 3 dead now, both supports gone, along with the Dawnbreaker. Jinkyu's back though on the task, looking to take down Lal, but Lal remnants away yet again. He's going to be fine on the Ember. As Yatoro still has the Aegis, so no chance you're going to find him. And that's going to be 2 buybacks committed from the side of XG just to hold on to their tier 3. They've been consistent in their attempts to do so, but okay, well, maybe here's an opening. They're going to lasso up Yatoro, drag him back on the tier 3, but Yatoro is tanky, and he's got the Satanic passive healing as well. It's a lot of lifesteal actually going Yatoro's way, but there's going to be the Solar Guardian coming in. Lal actually falls though in the meantime, and XXS, he's coming, but he's got the BKB up now, will be forced to use it as Army tries to make quick work of Yatoro, but Yatoro going in and out there with the help of the Time Walk. Army forced to utilize the borrowed time, is now out of it, and Yatoro, with that Aghanim Scepter and Satanic just healed released, Yatoro has a Chronosphere at the ready. XM, I think he might be in some trouble here, and there it is, there's the Chronosphere coming in from Yatoro. XM's dead, no buyback for 85 seconds, Army. As the Butterflies, so they're just going to ignore him and go on the much easier to kill target. It's going to be XXS on the Dawnbreaker, and that's 4 dead for the side of XG. As Arme sits in base. And well, look at that, XXS going to be found. The Bloodthorn's there, post to BKB, but okay, Yatoro is actually going to commit with the Chronosphere. Yule Scepter from XM buying some time. And Solar Guardian committed right there by XXS, but quickly cancelled out with the bashes coming in from Yatoro. And now Jinkyu in some trouble as well. He tried to go in on the Tusk and XM's around. And well, they're gonna find Rue with the help of the lasso, but I think that might be the death bell tolling here for the side of XG. As they've lost 3, Collapse was able to find the kill. XM on the puck trying to jaunt away, will be successful in doing so. Lal on the chase. But Yatoro in the meantime is just trying to take down Arme here. While towards the Dire base, XM getting dove underneath his own fountain. Trying to get inside, and well, he will finally succeed. As Arme able to TP out and get back towards safety, but that's still 3 dead for the side of XG. And take down the final remaining Raxes here. There's no glyph at the ready, but the coil's going to be dropped here. On top of 2, Yatoro still standing his ground though with the Satanic, and it's Arme who ends up biting the dust. 90 seconds, will be forced to buy back as XS comes back into this game, but he's fought back into his death. Oh, XXS, no buyback anymore, 110 seconds down for the count, and Arme doesn't have borrowed time for another 20. Spirit, they can most certainly clean up the Raxes in that little window there. Miposhka even comes in with a few love taps. Just trying to lay in the encouragement onto Yatoro, like, yeah, you can do this, buddy. Go for it. But Yatoro doesn't need any encouragement. He knows what he's capable of. That's going to be Mega Creeps going the way of Team Spirit. They did lose Lal, but Lal's going to buy back. They're going to find Army. As Army barely gets off the borrowed time up back in time. And well, despite that, he's probably still going to be falling here as Yatoro is able to find the kill. Lal looking for more, diving the dire base. Lasso's out. They will lose Lal. It's going to be a tie back for him, but GG's called. XG tap out. They are done here with game number 1. Be a troll with Battletrons or be an extreme game. Has to be a bit careful here. If he tags that second race, he could be in trouble, and it is going to connect. XM, well, slowed down to 239 move speed here as Lal continues to chase. Collapse actually ends up finding first blood onto Paulson down bottom, but Lal in the mid lane is going to find XM. Oh man. Well, looks like Collapse will be dropping down bottom. Army does end up getting the kill in turn, but Spirit crushing the side of XG here in the early game. Has got the item. Collapse though, actually with the skewer down onto Arme towards the tier 1. Lal finds the kill. The Shadow Razors come through, and now with the ensnare onto Paulson, they're gonna get another one with Poshka even TPing in for good measure. That's Collapse with the plays. Team Spirit up a nice observer ward behind the Dire tier 1. XM gonna get turned into a chicken. Hex is out, but there's TP's coming in from XG. Can they actually keep XM alive? He's got the wand at the ready, will pop it, but XM is still dropping low, and with the rotation in from Yatoro, they're gonna find the kill. And Yatoro, uh-oh. Well, they're going to run straight into him on the Troll Warlord. Has the Battletrons at the ready, will use it. Paulson with the Ice Path going to try and buy some time, but he's dropping low on the Jakiro. And Lal's here as well. I wonder what happened to XM. What is his positioning? Got pulled in by the Ensnare, and now collapses it as well on the Magnus with the RP. It's 3 dead for the side of XG as they make the move, but Spirit already with the TPs. And Matt onto Arme's shoulders on the Tiny. It's Collapse. Has to be a bit careful. Oh, that's a nice shockwave and skewer onto the high ground, but Army's got the TP. He'll be fine. Gold feet, gonna proc here. In fact, Collapse might just end up dying here to Paulson. That was a cute play coming in from him, but he pays the price. And Arme, but his Battle Fury is done. 12 minutes in, Yatoro has got a big ticket farming item, but there's the Ice Blast, gonna keep him in check. Battletron's committed, but he will most certainly be falling here when it comes to an end. It's gonna be Jinkyu who picks up the kill. Actually, XM is the one who gets the last hit, surprisingly enough. XS running in on the Darkseers, got the Rod of Atos at the ready, and well, there it is. He's gonna hold him in place. Jinkyu with the Ice Blast flying through. It's gonna clip Yatoro. Yatoro falling well below the threshold, should be dying soon enough. Jinkyu should get the credit for the kill, and indeed he does. It's all that XG were looking for. So they find the troll yet again. 2 deaths now for Yatoro after Battle Fury, and it's a bit rough. Might have done a lot of heavy lifting for his team already, but Collapse just gonna pop the RP as they look towards the Darkseer. Ice Blast flying through, but it only clips Lal and Collapse. As Collapse should be fine here. Spawns came in from Atos and Vacuum. Well, actually just the Atos at the ready, and that should be enough to get Yatoro. Jinkyu, as the Ice Blast, will throw it out, but Yatoro just jukes it, and TPing out. Is he actually going to live through it? The Vacuum, it was not there! And in the meantime, they found Paulson down bottom with the RP Army to fall as well, with the Requiem now coming out. Oh man, XG just getting outplayed on the map. Yatoro with some fancy footwork, while the rest of Server Ward as well, they have spotted out the Shadow Shaman. Miposhka in some trouble. The Glimmer Cape keeping him alive for the time being. He's slowly being ticked out in the Vacuum. Will pull him back into his demise. Jinkyu finds that kill. Doing really well on the Apparition, but Spirit is Lal on the Shadow Fiend. You've got 2 cores that are farming and scaling really well. Mid lane. Actually, you want to try and hold on as Army. He's actually going to jump in. Blink toss back onto Yatoro. Ice Blast flying through. They will have his first life. Collapse in the vicinity, but there's so many things cancelling his blink dagger, like the shrapnel and the vortex, getting peeped away as Lal. He's gonna go in. Who is it on to? Well, it's on to XXS. There's the skewer and the RP coming through. Yatoro has the Battletrons. He will pop it, and they will get Arme as XG. The positioning completely dismantled thanks to Lal's plays on the SF. And that's going to be the mid-tier 1 dropping here. Next, they're going to smoke up here. Lol would be the prime candidate as they, well, go in with the avalanche and the toss. Lol trying to throw out the Requiem, but it's not quick enough. Jinkyu finds the kill. And man, Lol just getting caught with his pants down here in the bottom lane. And up top, Army is going to find the Shadow Shaman yet again. Jinkyu again gets the credit for that kill with the Ice Blast. And Army is looking for the Daedalus straight up here. Trying to run around and look for a target. Army is available. But there it is. They should know now as Miposhka goes in with the Hex, looking to find the Tiny. But there's the Song of the Siren, buying them some time. Yatoro is here. Lol has got the Requiem at the ready. Well, there's the RP coming through from Collapse, and the Battletrons makes quick work of them as they find two. Lol gets the kill on off Team Spirit. Yatoro picks up both and collapses in with the Hontos, finding Paulson on the Jakiro. Should be a kill going their way, and there it is. Once again, Paulson bites the dust. So I'm not too sure what he was trying to do here. Smoke up and actually take the fight to Spirit by the tier 2. Maybe catch them by surprise here. Oh, this could go horribly south. Collapse. He's going to spot them out. There's the Observer Ward. There's a Sentry, but the Hontos is in and they found Paulson here. Nice vacuum and ball out onto 3. Collapse has to be careful, taking a bunch of damage from these illusions. Collapse is going to drop. There's no RP for the fight, but there's the Naga Siren with the Song out onto 3. The Requiem going to be let loose by Lol here as they're going to find the Apparition. Paulson TP's in but gets feared up. And looks like Lol is going to be losing his life here on the SF. But in the meantime, Yatoro, he's made quick work of XM on the Sniper. Lol loses his life, yes, but Ame alive and well. Age is still available onto Yatoro though, and he's got the Battletrons. Miposhka, is he going to go in here? Well, there's the Hex coming through. Battletrons is going to fly out as well. Ice Parts there. There's the Shackles now coming through, but a good vacuum by XXS. Out onto 3 as they control up Yatoro, looking to find him. Can they actually get the kill? Well, it's Paulson to take away the first life as Ame blinks in towards Ruru, dropping so low. He will fall, and Yatoro trying to run away with the Silver Edge, but there is some detection around in the form of that Sentry Ward. And Yatoro just going to bide his time in the trees and walk away. Spirit lose 3. Bit of a lackluster game on the SF from him, not gonna lie. He seems like he is somewhat struggling as Lot's gonna be forced to pop the BKB here, but Ame might have bit off more than he can chew. Miposhka is around. There's the Requiem coming through, making quick work of Ame. Oh, Ame, he thought that he had allies around, but the only allies there were the neutral creeps, and well, they don't even take sides. XM gonna be chased down here by Yatoro, who finds the kill with the Battletrons. No BKB at the ready though. They will get Yatoro in turn, but it costs them the buyback from Army. XXS gets the credit for that kill as Spirit lose their carry. I hear another punch. Reward placed. There's the shrapnel coming in. They're actually going to scout out Lal here on the SF. Dodges out, and that's the outbolt staff coming in. Next up onto Army. Army does not have buyback. He has to be so careful. In the meantime, there's an RP out onto 2. And Yatoro's made quick work of the Sniper and the Darks here. There's the Song of the Siren controlling up Army in the meantime as they've lost the life of the Apparition as well. Army pops the BKB to try and run away, but the body block from Miposhka. Can they actually get the kill? Yes, they can. It's Yatoro with an ultra kill. Oh, XG getting completely outplayed there by Lal. This game might have been a slower affair from the SF, but that outbolt staff play was absolutely sick. Half buyback. It's about 300 gold, and Collapse, he's in with the Hontos, fighting the Apparition. Oh, Jinkyu just couldn't be patient. And now he's dead for 60. Team Spirit, sensing blood in the water, are going to go straight for the jugular. They know Army has got no buyback, and they suspect Jinkyu might not have one either. XXS goes in. That's a nice vacuum wall out onto 3. XM trying to do the damage, but there's Root coming in with the Song of the Siren, healing his allies back up with that Aghanim shot. There's a refresher orb at the ready as well for round number 2 if he needs it, but Yatoro gonna make quick work of the tier 4s. There's no glyph available. Well, there's one glyph available on the Radiant side, but even then, holding on to your throne is gonna be a hard affair. Ice Path thrown down as there's 2 massive Serpent Wards now going to work on the Radiant throne. And I don't know what you can do here for XG. There's the RP coming in from Collapse. The Requiem flying through as well. This is most certainly game as XG's time in this tournament comes to an end. Spirit